You can't always trust what you see on social media when it comes to influencers. There are unspoken realities that many influencers would rather not share behind the glitzy photos and meticulously constructed reputations. Here are 7 dark truths behind influencer scandals that reveal the other side of the influencer world. Number 7. Fake authenticity. One of the most significant misconceptions in the influencer industry is the idea of authenticity. Influencers frequently portray themselves as personable, everyday people who share their own challenges, victories, and life stories with their audience. Influencers and their audience develop a strong sense of trust and connection as a result. In actuality, though, a lot of this authenticity is manufactured. The seemingly impromptu photos, videos, and postings are usually carefully considered and selected to support a specific story. Influencers carefully organize their content by hiring social media managers, stylists, and photographers. They time their posts for maximum impact and compose their captions. Even the ostensibly informal Instagram stories are a component of a broader plan to keep followers engaged and give them a sense of inclusion in the influencer's life. Although this authenticity is a brand-building strategy that aids influencers in being profitable and relevant, it is far different from the natural, raw reality that they may present. Instead of the unvarnished reality, followers witness a carefully crafted portrayal of the influencer's life. Number 6. Paid partnerships versus personal opinions. Influencers who promote goods, services, or even political viewpoints are frequently compensated well. Although it's obvious that a large portion of their postings are sponsored, it can occasionally be difficult to distinguish between sponsored relationships and personal viewpoints. Because they are paid to do so, influencers may publish positive reviews of goods or companies that they do not personally use. Although these sponsored posts are frequently a component of a marketing strategy, they are intended to appear as sincere suggestions or personal viewpoints. Some influencers are clear about paid content, using hashtags like ad or sponsored. Many, however, take considerable care to conceal the fact that they are endorsing a brand, which makes it more difficult for followers to tell what is genuinely an endorsement and what is just their own opinion. The problem occurs when influencers advocate lifestyle or health-related products that could significantly affect the choices made by their audience. This sponsored material can be deceptive and even harmful because many followers view their favorite influencers as experts or role models, particularly if the product doesn't measure up to the influencer's representation of it. Number 5. Fake followers and engagement. The popularity of social media has led to a culture in which an influencer's value is frequently based on engagement metrics and follower count. An influencer's ability to collaborate with brands and make money off of their content increases with the number of followers they have. This has led some influencers to buy fake followers or engage in dishonest practices, like using bots to artificially inflate their engagement numbers. While these approaches may make an influencer appear more popular and important, they are not a real indication of their actual reach or impact. The practice of purchasing phony likes, comments, and followers is well known, and whole enterprises have been based on offering these services. Brands that work with influencers based solely on these inflated numbers may end up with their products being marketed to an audience that doesn't even exist, creating a false sense of influence, as the influencer's actual ability to engage with and persuade real people is undermined by their artificially inflated metrics. Influencers can easily manipulate their metrics to appear more desirable to brands, who unfortunately often place more value on numbers than the quality of engagement. Some influencers will specifically buy followers to land high-paying sponsorship deals, while others will use bots to get more engagement on every post. Number 4. Mental health struggles behind the glare. Although the influencer industry seems glamorous on the surface, those who work in it may suffer from severe mental health issues. It can be emotionally and mentally taxing to be under constant pressure to uphold a flawless image, remain current, and satisfy followers' and brands' expectations. In a world where their worth is based on their online presence, influencers may experience ongoing stress and anxiety due to their fear of losing followers, engagement, or brand deals. Because of their own success, many influencers feel compelled to provide content all the time while juggling personal problems. They find it challenging to withdraw or take pauses when they need to refuel because of the public aspect of their lives. They have to cope with criticism from strangers every day, which makes negative remarks, cyberbullying, and internet harassment much more stressful. Deep insecurities and emotional tiredness might result from the strain to always seem perfect or to project an apparently ideal lifestyle. While some influencers talk candidly about their battles with mental health, others keep quiet for fear that showing their fragility may harm their reputation. Influencers may experience mental exhaustion, loneliness, and disconnection as a result of the pressure to always project a polished image. Number 3. The dark side of fame. Influencers often aspire to be famous, but the reality is that fame has serious consequences. They lose their privacy and are constantly watched by the public and media, turning what started as a hobby or passion into a demanding, round-the-clock job that leaves little time for personal life or relaxation. Some influencers have to deal with constant public criticism, cyberbullying, or even stalking from fans or detractors. Their every move is monitored, and even minor indiscretions or controversial views can cause a huge backlash. In extreme cases, they have been threatened with violence or harassment, and some have even had their personal information leaked online. Particularly when influencers are expected to disclose every detail of their lives, including family dynamics and personal milestones, this constant attention can feel oppressive. Influencers may feel exhausted and detached from reality as a result of the ongoing need to be current, follow trends, and maintain a polished online image. Number 2, scandals are often manufactured for attention. In an oversaturated influencer market, when hundreds of influencers are clamoring for attention, creating a scandal or contentious event can be an effective method to remain in the public spotlight. Many influencers, especially those who feel their importance dwindling, may purposefully generate conflict to capture attention. This can involve getting into arguments with other influencers, purposefully saying offensive things, or acting recklessly. Influencers can easily create buzz, garner media attention, and increase their following by fabricating a scandal. More involvement can result from even unfavorable exposure, which eventually helps their brand. In a field that moves quickly, influencers can stay visible and relevant by using this tactic, which is referred to as controversy marketing. Because they understand that a viral scandal can result in lucrative opportunities, some influencers have publicly acknowledged that they have staged drama for their business. Although this strategy may appear to be a short-term solution, it also contributes to the spectacle and sensationalism culture, where attention-grabbing actions are valued more highly than sincerity. Additionally, it can lead to a poisonous atmosphere where conflict and drama overpower whatever constructive ideas or causes that influencers might be advocating. Number 1. Exploitation of vulnerable audiences. Younger, more susceptible audiences who look up to influencers as role models are frequently their target. Since many of these young followers are still forming their identities, they are particularly vulnerable to the messages that influencers spread. Regretfully, some influencers take advantage of this weakness by endorsing potentially dangerous goods, ways of life, or ideals of beauty. This includes pushing cosmetic items that claim impossible outcomes, advertising weight reduction products, and encouraging drastic dieting techniques. Followers may experience feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt as a result of feeling pressured to live up to the influencer's perfect life, particularly when the influencer posts highly photoshopped or unrealistic pictures of themselves. Influencers who frequently display photoshopped or manipulated photographs that set an unattainable ideal of beauty aggravate body image problems. Influencers with sizable devoted fan bases might not be completely aware of the effect their material has on the mental health of their audience, especially when they're endorsing potentially dangerous goods or concepts. Furthermore, influencers may unintentionally promote unhealthy habits like excessive consumption or drastic diets by praising particular lifestyles. In the end, even though many influencers may not mean to hurt their followers, the need to uphold the reputation of their brand frequently causes them to advocate for goods or viewpoints that are not optimal for their audience. Even if the influencer market has a lot of power, it's crucial to recognize the hidden realities that frequently go unrecognized and to be aware of the meticulously crafted pictures that affect how we see the world. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.